Hello and welcome to Kitty Quarter Wednesdays, where once a month I show you some activities that you can do with your kids for that month. This is, of course, as you can see from the stuff and the mug and it is Christmas edition. Let's get started with things. I'm just going to move my brother's hairbrush out of the way. I'm in my bathroom and I was just sitting in the middle here. Don't need that. So I got my little gingerbread man. Smells so good. And some hot cocoa. Let's get ready. Sorry, I didn't mean to become Bunny in that second. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Graveyard Girl. Anyway, here, if there's anything that's difficult at the holidays, it's shopping for your dad and keeping children occupied. But I'm going to show you some really cute and easy things that you can do with children of all ages, depending on how much you want them to do of the projects. Again, my projects are geared towards children who are at least 12 months, mostly 18 to 2-year-olds, kids who have very little motor skills, very little development, and very little patience to deal with things. I am also doing projects that don't involve a lot of personal artistic ability and skill. I am a person who is not in any way artistically skilled. So when I'm coming up with projects for my toddlers to do, keep in mind that these are things that a person of any artistic caliber, even when it's 0, like myself, can handle and manage in their lives. So let's start off with something that takes no imagination. It's 97 cents you could get these at almost any drugstore. I got mine personally from Walmart because that's the only drugstore around me. But they are these Instagrow party favors, and this specific one is for Christmas. There's Santa Claus, candy canes, Christmas trees, elves, snowmen, and reindeer. So you just put these little pills in the water, drop them in, and they get bigger, and they become these big foam shapes, which you can later use. This is not just a one-time, okay, well, it's done. You can use those little foam shapes and let the kids dip them into paint and make little paint shapes on paper. So this is actually a reusable thing. You get 12 in a pack, and for 97 cents, and if you wait till after Christmas sales and you pick up a few of these, they're even cheaper. So that is something that takes no skill, something that's fast for kids to do maybe on Christmas Eve or at Christmas parties, just to keep them occupied, or just some holiday thing to do. I'm pretty sure that if you looked online, I have not searched because I do Christmas things, you might be able to find Hanukkah related items as well. And if you're not a Christmas person, just kind of acclimate some of these things in your brain. Acclimate is not the word for that. Just reinvent some of these things in your brain to fit more of a Hanukkah or Saturnalia type deal. Whatever your solstice of winter holiday is. This is a Christmas hat. If you don't want to do Santa because you don't do magic, it can just be a Christmas hat, or it can be a Santa hat. This is one that one of my kids actually did, who is 18 months old. She's one of my youngest ones who did this particular one, and I put their names and the month and the date, the year, 2015. And this is really simple. You give the kids I tend to use empty yogurt containers because they're washable, reusable, and reliable. They're pretty resistant to squeezing and cracking. But put a little bit of some Elmer's glue. Go for the non-toxic stuff because 18-month-olds will put stuff in their mouths. Give them some cotton balls. You can get giant bags for not a lot of money, and just cut out some construction paper, which again you can get in large bulk to be used again and again. And just cut out a triangle, and I showed the kids mine. So here's one that I did in front of them. And I said, okay, here's what we're going to do. And at 18 months after showing them, this was the result. So it's pretty close. You're going to get some out some places. Some kids will want to put them in the middle. But you don't want to correct them too much. You want them to be confident in their own abilities and skills, and they can improve as time goes on. Something that is a little bit more complicated, and it can be as complicated or not as you make this one. I lost one of my garland pieces. 1 second here. All right. So I just bought some green felt paper or green felt sheets at Joann's Fabric. You could order them online or at any general fabric store. And I just printed out one picture off of Google Images of a Christmas tree, just really simple, plain. Cut it out with some fabric scissors. Get some, I have pipe cleaners. You could get anything that was similar. And let the kids just glue these on. Cut out some stars to put on the top. And I even bought these pom-poms. And let the kids go crazy with some glue. That's how you handle that. Give the kids a load of glue and just let them run amok. If you're willing to deal with the mess, they'll be out of your hair for at least 2 minutes. This is another simple project. I just took some construction paper, cut out this is probably the worst circle in the history of the world, this oblong shape, to make an ornament. And I used, again, some pipe cleaners. I have pipe cleaners everywhere because I work with kids. And I stapled this. I find that gluing pipe cleaners to things just is not the way to go. And you're going to want to double staple these. I've also learned, because if you don't double staple them, they will just kind of come out of the back staple. And then I let the kids paint. And the best thing about wet paint is you don't have to bother with glue. You just let them throw some glitter on there, and you got yourself a cute little ornament, and you can go crazy with colors and varieties as much as you would like. I tend to keep things pretty straightforward and simple with my kids because I have so many of them. Where did they go? I'm doing this video. I'm not prepared at all because everything went everywhere. Okay, we're doing this one first. You could also do tie-dyeing. So this is just a really simple tie-dyeing kit. You get some colored powder, you get some water in there, shake it up and let the kids go crazy. These kits do not come, let me just tell you this, it does not come with the shirts. But you can get packs of shirts. For my 2-year-olds and 18-month-olds to 36-year-olds, I go for 4T, 3T to 4T, and just buy packs of 5 or whatever. And just give them some green and red, show them how to do it, and they will follow directions. It's amazing. You can also cut out, this is just some construction paper cut out to make a mitten. You can have the kids paint their hands and put them on there. For older kids, again, you can have them cut out their own shapes and let them do the cutting out part too. I just gave my kids some crayons. You could cut out different colors, so you could give them, green and blue. I just had red on hand because I was doing other things with the red. So I cut out these little mittens and let them just color for a few minutes while I was doing something else, just to keep them busy for a few minutes. Another thing you can do is make little Christmas lights or just decoration lights. Again, just cut out an oval, slightly weird diamond shape with some construction paper. I did this part myself. I just cut out these little rectangles after I cut out this shape. The leftovers, I just cut out some triangles, drew some lines to make it look like the screw-in part, and let the kids paint. And again, just give them multiple colors, let them go, they're good. Now this one I find is very, very heartwarming. I think it's so cute. So you can get these little thin ornaments, and you can get them in all kinds of shapes. You can get them in Santa and trains. But these little wooden ornaments, which you can get them in large bulk packs, again at Joann Fabrics or something like that for not a lot of money. Grab yourself some yarn or some twine. Put the kid's name on the back, and you could let them paint this as they wanted. You could let them add glitter to this one. Or what I'm doing with my kids, because again, they don't stay two forever, do they, parents? I let them put their little handprint on there. Just cover their hand in paint. You can let them press it onto a plate. You can give them a paintbrush and let them do it. They will put paint on their own hands. If you think that's too much skill for them, oh no, they will do that perfectly fine. And just put their hand on there. And look, these aren't that big compared to my hands, so just remember, they're not going to be this little forever. So that's just such a cute little memorable thing. And again, you put their name and the date on the back. That's something that you could treasure for a really long time. This isn't really a project, it's just a snack. These are holiday fruit flavored snacks, and they just have all these cute little holiday decorations. There's some candy canes and trees and stars and Santas. Just something for the kids to eat, you know, again, at the Christmas party. You could put a bunch of those in a bowl in the middle while the kids are painting and coloring and things of that nature. Speaking of candy canes, you can have them do candy canes. Now, this was one that was done for an example for the kids. But again, cut them out, give them some red paint, let them go. Again, we're talking simple, not a lot of time going into this kind of stuff. Other things that you can do with the kids, this is one of my favorite books from my childhood. And it's I Can't Wait Until Christmas. It's one of the little golden books. And it's, you know, it's Big Bird. There's memorable characters in it that the kids have probably seen, and it's short and child-friendly and really, really nice. Or you can put on some Christmas movies. When you're just letting the kids, if you're waiting for people to arrive, or if you just want the kids out while you're putting stuff out for the party or for Christmas Eve, throw on a Charlie Brown Christmas. It's 20 minutes long. There's 2 of them that come on this particular DVD. Like if you get the holiday sets, each one comes with 2 movies. This is a Flintstones Christmas Carol. Again, it's something that the kids will like. A Bah Humduck it's a Looney Tunes, a Christmas Carol. It doesn't have to be Christmas Carol related. But again, those are just things where the kids have probably seen cartoons before. And so seeing their characters with Christmas settings will keep them occupied. Just things that you can throw on the background in the kids' room if you have that. And of course, there's always the classic gingerbread cookies and gingerbread houses. I don't have one of those randomly to show you because I'm going to presume that you know how to use Google. And let them help with the decorating and Christmas cookie making, or, you know, let them light one of the Hanukkah candles. I'm not sure how the menorahs fully work because I'm not Jewish. Don't mean to offend anybody. So I hope that these were some cute and fast holiday things that you can do with your kids, whether it's just, you know, something to put up, something that you can treasure, or just something to throw on real quick. I hope that this Kitty Corner video was helpful to you, and I will see you next month with the next Kitty Corner video. So happy winter holidays to you, Merry Christmas, and I will talk to you all later, humans. Bye!